Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Happy Wednesday. How's everybody feeling? Just finishing getting things set up here. Can everyone hear me? I want to talk about this. Dr. Octopus today. Who went for the drop? Who went after this big, crazy, red, octopusy, weird looking, crazy guy? Who went after this one today? Oh, man. How you guys doing? This guy's nuts, hey? Look at this. Marvel Metallic Red. Wow. Did you go after him? Let's just look at the rest of them here. Here's Doc Ock. He's going for 38 right now. Retailed at 50, okay? Then we have the basic Doc Ock Sinister Foe, the FA common or whatever, or the uncommon. It's going for 14. What are you doing? Going for 14. And then, of course, let's just have a quick look at the secret rare, which is actually really cool. The secret rare is pretty awesome, actually. It's going for 140 right now. So I'm thinking I'll be trying to pick up a secret rare of him in the next little bit right here. He's only 140. So there's only like, what, 1,200 of them or so, or however many. Oh, sorry, 1,600 of them. Check it out. There's only 1,600. We still have a bunch more to go because he's not even sold out in the store yet because of the low fee right here. Look, he's right here. Buy now. You can still get him if you want. And let's see how many are left over really quick. There are 654 editions, I think, still available for you to get if you want to go for the drop, if you want to gamble it up. And then there's 1,400 red dudes available still. And then if you look at the common right here, the uncommon, sorry, there's still 3,000 of them, about halfway there. So he's about halfway sold. And we'll see where, Doc Ock gets to in the next little bit. But yeah, that is some cheap action right here for this dude. So I guess, the community has spoken and what they think about this Doc Ock collectible. Now, I actually did not go for the drop today because, I've been listening to what the community has been saying. And, I got the feeling that people didn't really like this one that much, generally speaking, right? In regards to the secret rare, though, I think the secret rare, I think that's the one that people really actually do quite like because he's animated. And this is like the first villain that we have, in Veve that is a, premium figure. They've all been heroes. So this is our first villain. So, I really like the secret rare. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Let's just check out. I don't think I can get the animation here on screen. I might, let's see if he loads, actually. I don't know if he's going to load, but, let's just wait. Come on now. Come on, Dr. Octopus. Let's see. Let's get this loaded up. No! No! It's not working. Grogu, watch out. I don't know what's going on. Something's happening. Oh, man, I think we got hacked right there. I think we got hacked, everybody. Be careful. Be careful. It's scary when you get in there. But anyway, so there he is right there. So I didn't go for the drop today because, when you I put my feelers out there. I put my turned my ears on and just listened to see what the community was thinking. And, you could tell this was going to go into retail. People weren't too excited about how he was looking and stuff like that. And this red one right here, I'm a little bit confused, Look at him right there. Pretty interesting. So I don't know if anyone has seen this in 3D, like what it looks like. Does it look better? It doesn't look like horrible, but it looks kind of interesting. And, I would have preferred like a Daredevil or somebody who's actually red. So we'll see what happens over time with this collectible. But I think the secret rare is a decent one. So if you want to roll the dice, you can definitely go for that. Now, we can also go back and we can look at how the Amazing Spider-Man 300 is doing, because this actually was a really, really successful drop and, really, really sought after comic. People were going nuts over this, yesterday, because today's Wednesday. So people were going absolutely nuts over this. It was really hard to get one in the market. I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys had the same luck that I had, but I had a really difficult time even securing one common. It took me like 45 minutes, and then I did get one. So, but it took a while. And now you can see he's hovering right around 50, just under 50 right here. So, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days with this comic. There's 940 of them available in the store. So that's quite high, actually. But we'll see what happens. People are, look, maybe they got them for 20 and they want to sell this for 50. That's not a bad little turnaround for a common comic. That's pretty good. And then the uncommon is sitting at like about 32, which isn't bad either, right? So that's sort of like, I did a price prediction video, and it's kind of weird because these are exactly what I said they would be, which is interesting because, you can be like completely, out to lunch on stuff. If you do price predictions, you can get burned pretty good because you just never know what it's going to be. But these ones are hitting exactly where I thought. And this is just the general feeling. And then, of course, this guy's sitting around 67. So this one's a little bit lower. I thought the rare would be closer to 100. And on day one yesterday, when I talked about the price, I thought he was going to be around 100. And he was around 100 for most of the day yesterday. And then I think he just dipped down overnight, the rare, which is a really beautiful cover. And then if you pick up the ultra rare, he was up, 200 to 220 overnight. And then I woke up this morning, he's around 170. So he's dropped a little bit as well. And then the secret rare, this one's dropped a little bit since yesterday. It was around 900. He was way up there, quite high. If you remember how high he was like, he was like 1,200 at one point, 1,300. And I thought, okay, well, that's interesting. And now he's come down to about, 775, or just under 800 or so. And I predicted he would be like around 5 to 6 or 7 on day one. So I was wrong on that. He was actually much higher, which is great, for people, right? So, but he's sitting at, about 700 something, but there's only 250 of these. So, I'm not really too concerned about the price on that one. I don't own one. I just personally own 2 of the commons, and I got nice lower mint ones. So I'll be looking at this one over the next couple of days to add a few more. So I wanted to know, what do you guys think about this particular one right here? What do you think about the price where it's at? Where are you going to go? Are you stacking right now? Or are you going to wait a little bit? I'm just going to wait a little bit. I have no rush. It's in the app. I got 2, so I'm good to go on that one. And then if we actually go to the market right here and we look at Amazing Fantasy, now this is interesting because I was really kind of surprised that it seemed like people were selling Amazing Fantasy to go after Spider-Man 300. Do not do that. Okay. Spider-Man 300 is a beautiful, awesome, great comic, but do not sell your Amazing Fantasies to go after, this is just my opinion, but you want to try to acquire both, right? You don't want to swap one for the other, unless you've stacked up 50 of these or something. And if you have, that's amazing. But look, he's right around 500, just under 500 at the moment, so, but really, really quite thin on the floor there. And then of course, here's the uncommon coming closer down. There's one big drop here. Someone's looking to liquidate this one for 30 under the floor. So he's really around 350, not 318 once this one sells right here, which I'm sure it will, or it'll go a bit lower. So there you go. There's the uncommon. And then the rare, I like to show these guys to you right here. This is just under 600. So you can see the rare's coming close back down to, the rare and the common are like quite close together. It's really interesting how powerful that common is. And then, of course, the ultra rare has dipped down a bit. He was just around 2,000 or bit. He's now down to about 1,700. So, but really thin. Look at that. You see a couple sales and he's back right up there. And then the secret rare, the secret rare has dipped under 14,000. There's 2 there, and then it goes right to 16. So this one's not going to have a ton of action, because there's so few of them, right? So if you get either one of these, and you get the Venom one here at 250 editions, you're pretty safe, I think. This one probably will go down further. I'm just guessing because, just the sentiment of the market. We'll see what happens. This one probably will drop down to 500 or 600 or so. I'm just guessing. There'll be a couple listings, but it's not going to be much because there's so few of them that this secret rare is going to be pretty strong forever. It's going to be quite good. So, we'll see what happens over the next few days here. But let me know what you think, right? And then we got all the decon stuff. If we actually go to the, one thing I'll show you in just a sec, by the way, now that we're talking about it, this is really cool. So, O'Millionaire Okay. If you guys know Oh Millionaire, really cool person, awesome in the Twitter spaces, reached out to me, wants to give you guys today a t-shirt, one of these awesome, amazing fantasy t-shirts. Check it out. This is going to go out in the chat today, just so you know, and then he's going to send it directly to you, right? So this is going to be cool. So stick around because we're going to give one of these shirts out. The Amazing Fantasy, just to go along with the comic too. I love this shirt. So I was like, yeah, we can give one away for you. No problem, and guys, you can go buy one. They're pretty cool. So, we're not sponsored or anything. We're just buddies and stuff, on the Twitter spaces and stuff. So just make sure, you stick around because we're going to give that one away today too. Right. So that'll be just in a little bit here, but yeah, all the decon stuff's going to be coming up quite soon. And I'm just going to click over here. Hold on one sec. I'll go over to the Twitter, to the Twitter feed of Veve. And of course, we have all this decon stuff. So you can see all the mascots and all the stuff that's going to be coming out, over the next few days. If you go to day 2, you can do the whole rundown. You can go to day 1 and do the whole rundown, which is actually just a little bit further down here. There's day 1. So we can talk about those in a little bit as well. See what you guys are going to do. If you're going to be going for any of those or all of them or whatever you want to do, right? We can just talk about that in a little while from now for sure, right? So I'll just go back to the page right here. So like I said, we'll do that little t-shirt giveaway in a little while, right? So let's get to the chat. I want to see how everybody's doing today. How's it going, everybody? Bob Sale says he's not home yet, but when he gets back, hopefully we'll still be on. Yeah, we'll be here for a little bit, so maybe you can pop in later. Good to see you. Blinky Blink's in the house. We got Beats 96 is in the house. How you doing? You got your drop head shirt. Nicely done. So that's really cool. I still got a couple of drop head shirts left if you guys want one. So that's going to be pretty cool too, right? We got Garrett in the house. How you doing, Garrett? Good to see you. Flint Marco, is this going to be a Veve Alpha stream or a lot of drop head stuff? We like to mix it up, Flint, so stick around, if you want, of course. But we definitely are doing my drop heads giveaways, which is really important to my channel, right? So, if you're not interested in that, that's all right. There's other channels you can watch. Harrison, how you doing? Good to see you today too. Jason, let's go. How you doing? Demo, so happy you got an uncommon 616. This is of the comic, or is this? Oh no, this is of Doc Ock. Uncommon 616 on the drop, and then bought the secret rare 616 off the market for a great set of original costume docs. Holding on to this set unless I get a good price for both. So you got the uncommon. So which one did you get? Did you get the secret rare 616? The costume for that? That's for Doc Ock, and then you got the uncommon 616. Of what, the Spider-Man comic? That's pretty good, man. That's pretty amazing. Dilemma, how you doing? Good to see you today. I am Lilac. You got 2 ultra rares on the drop. Nicely done. Blinky Blink. How you doing? Mohammed says, how's it going, MC? I skipped the drop. I know it's going to be a flop. I'm saving my gems for the big weekend. Yeah, so I don't know about using the word flop, but definitely I figured it was going to go under retail, so I would skip it too. And I'll wait and see, I'm still really going to pick up, Doc Ock in the marketplace, just like he said. I'll be doing that at some point, picking up his secret rare for sure, because there's only like 1,600 of them and it's animated and the animation looks really fantastic, right? So Painful Monkey, skip the drop. Yeah, maybe I'll pick up the red one. Yeah, maybe. I mean, does anybody have the red one? And what do you think of it? I mean, have you seen it? Like, what does it look like? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that one right now. I got to be completely honest with you guys. 3 or 4 Amazing Spider-Man 300 commons or 1 Doc Ock secret rare. No brainer to stack Amazing Spider-Man 300. Yeah, that could be the case, but it is a secret rare collectible and it is Doc Ock's first appearance. And, it's animated. So I don't know, right? Like, I don't know about that because we'll see. That Amazing Spider-Man 300 is a great comic, but it's not Amazing Fantasy, everybody. Don't get it confused, right? So, Leo, nice try. Nice try for what, Leo? Flock, hi, MC. How you doing? Good to see you today. Noble Matt, I think people will realize down the road that 140 for a secret rare FA Doc is too cheap, just like how people sold Thor secret rare for cheap. Yeah, I think I consider it exactly the same way. I mean, just because it hasn't sold out is because the reason it hasn't sold out, guys, is just because we know the common was going to go way under retail, just because of, people's sentiment of how it looks. And then, of course, the red one, people are really unsure about that one. So we knew that those are going to go under. And so, but everybody would want the secret rare. I don't think anybody wouldn't. I mean, if you don't, that's cool. But most people would want that secret rare. So I'm sure we'll get one. I'm sure I'll get one. Got one on the drop. My streak is perfect for the drops I go after. Yeah, well, yeah, we all can get one. You can still get one on the drop today, my friend, depending on which one you got, right? So double quill. I tried, but I didn't get the 300 drop. I want Doc Ock, but I heard sentiment and didn't go for it. Going to get both just before the Disney Plus drop, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm exactly the same way. I just stayed out of it, for this particular time. Just watched it to see. There's no rush. He's in the app now. It's like the comic book, right? They're in the app forever. So, there's no rush to there's no rush to go after some of this stuff. If you don't want to on day one, you can wait and you can see how the market does, and you can go in and pick one up. If you want to mint one and be the original owner of it, that's really cool too. I do like being the original owner of the stuff that I like. If you get a secret rare, that's really cool if you're the original owner. So, I don't know if that affects value or anything, but it's just really cool if you're the only one who owns it, right? Pero, how you doing? Hi, MC. I think collect all the upcoming metallic red collectibles and we might get an airdrop. Yeah, you know what? That could be the thing, right? I mean, without the information, it's hard to know. But yeah, maybe all the metallic red stuff will give you an airdrop or something in the future. I mean, who knows, right? We can just guesstimate, but until I know all that information, I'm not really going to go all in on it. Palace, how you doing? Good to see you today. Everybody go check out the Palace. They're all great. Flint is stacking. Nicely done, Flint. Hinanu, how you doing? You're listening from work. Be careful. Don't let the boss, or maybe you're the boss, but don't get in trouble, Hinanu. Turn the radio down below. Or 318 just sits, and that is a pathetic floor price. Which one is which one? Oh, are you talking about the Amazing Fantasy uncommon floor price at 318? That's a pretty good price for a comic book that sold for 20. That's a pretty good price for a comic book that sold for 20 gems. I'll take that price any day. And if people want to keep putting it lower, the last time I bought these, I bought 2 of them and I bought them under 300. I bought them at 275. So I wait for that. If it goes back down again, I'll get another one or 2 because I have 6 of the uncommons right now and I'm just going to stack them up nice. Kiri, how you doing? Good to see you today, my friend. Hinanu, sell Amazing Fantasy 15, sell it all. Don't worry, he'll buy it from you, no problem. Little winky wink. Of course, right? Of course, Hinanu, that's awesome. Beats, I grabbed like a 5-digit, you grab like 5 3-digit uncommon 300s for like 75 to 90 gems. Seems like they're a lot more scarce. Yeah, you get those 3 digits on one of these, super limited drops. Those are actually really great. I have a Kang of that, and I'm really happy with my Avengers 8, 3-digit. I mean, there's so few of them, you guys. Like, there might be less 3 digits of the common cover on this than secret rares, because those 3 digits are they're spread amongst all the varieties, right? They're spread amongst all the rarities. And so if you get a 3-digit on a common cover, that's actually really scarce on a limited run like this. So it's really interesting to see how we don't know how many 3 digits of the common of Amazing Spider-Man 300 there are, or Amazing Fantasy, or like Avengers 8, or even not brand Ech, these comics that are this low super limited run, right? Hello, drop heads. How you doing, Mr. Tonghead? Yeah, we have a couple of the drop heads rewards today. So one of them that we do have is our pending gems program. And that's where we reward Veve gems, for being in the program. So I buy something from you for more than it's worth in the market. Not crazy high because we don't want to get anyone banned, right? But, basically 10 to 12 gems you get, and so we do that today as well. And also today, because of Doc Ock coming and because of Spider-Man 300, I'm going to do the comic book rewards today because I actually have a Doc Ock comic, an old Spider-Man comic, which is going to be going out. and some, symbiote venom type comics that are in my drop heads, rewards program. So I'm going to do them today. I normally do them on Saturday, but I'm going to do them today, those ones. And then we'll do the Omi rewards will be on the weekend, but I'm going to do those two coming up shortly, and I'll talk a little bit more about them, right? So Flint says, I have a lot of Amazing Spider-Man 300s. If you do not know how big Amazing Spider-Man 300 is in real life, you don't know Jack. And there's a lot of in real life copies. Yeah, so that's the thing. It still retains its value. I think there's over 1,000 9.8s graded at Amazing Spider-Man 300. And it still goes for about 5,000. So its market cap is pretty big. It's got people still pay a decent amount for it for sure, even though there's a lot of copies because it's famous, right? So that is really true. And if, this is a great comic to go after in the app. Amazing Spider-Man 300 might turn out to be bigger than AF-15 in the app. Yeah, I don't think so at all, Flint. No, not even close. But, it's a good comic for sure. Austin, I got a common Amazing Spider-Man 300 to go along with my Amazing Fantasy 15 that I got on the drop. Nice. I also my friend just got his first drop yesterday. A common. Wow, nicely done. That's cool. So your friend joined the app and they got one. That's great because I didn't get one on the drop. I didn't get that one on the drop or Amazing Fantasy, right? So I had some work to do in the aftermarket. Demo, Secret Rare and Uncommon 616 for both Doc Ock. Nicely done. Like you said, man, that's great. Jishu, why Doc Ock is dropping. I don't think people like the way he looks. Honestly, I don't think. And, 50 gems, that's not a bad price for the first, for Doc Ock's FA. That's not a bad price. If you think about the 50 gem mark. He could have been 80, right? I mean, like the Star Wars stuff. But no, 50 is actually a much better price. And it will eventually sell out as people continue to go for the Secret Rare because the Secret Rare on that one looks great. But it's really interesting. I think the community doesn't totally like the way he looks. At least that's what they're saying, right? So everybody's got their own opinion, though. Jake, are you going for any of the decon drops? Which ones? We'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm not going to go for too many of them, to be honest. They're not really what I collect, but I do have a couple of, and I am interested in one or two of them because of how scarce a couple of them are and how cool they look. But I don't normally go for a lot of the decon stuff. It's just not what I collect that much, but we'll talk about them for sure. Roman, skip the drop today. Knew it would go way below retail. Yeah, we could all sort of tell that this was going to happen. So I decided to not go for it as well at this moment. KO, I got a Secret Rare $9.99 and sold it for $3.50. What do you think? Did I sell too cheap? What price of I think you did great. This is for today. You got $3.99, number 999 Secret Rare, and you sold for $3.50. I think you did fantastic, man. I think you did absolutely fantastic because look, if you go to the market right here, we got Larry's, he's sitting at 140. I know it's a 3-digit you got and everything, but I think that's great. You could go back and buy 2, right? So there you go. You can't really go wrong if you ask me. So good job on that one. Mohammed, I have 2 commons and 1 uncommon of Amazing Spider-Man 300. Thinking of selling each one to get the rare and keep 1 common. What do you think? Yeah, you could do that. You could get the rare. I mean, there's only 1,000 of the rares, right? So it's quite scarce. And it's got that beautiful cover that looks a lot like a secret rare. In fact, I personally like the rare better than the ultra rare, just me personally. Better, and in fact, with the secret rare, I would have loved if it was Venom's head and not Brock's face. It reminds me of the Ghost Rider comic with Johnny Blaze, how he's on the cover there. I would have rather had the skull with the flaming head there too, right? But it's a fantastic secret rare, no doubt about it. But you have 2 commons and 1 uncommon, so you're thinking of selling each. And then that would leave you with 1 common and 1 rare. That's pretty good, man. I mean, that sounds like a good trade to me if you're interested in that. I'm going just on commons personally. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going after the rare or the ultra rare or the secret rare, just the commons for me. But the rare and the ultra rare are really, they're really nice as well, right? They're all great on that one. What's up, MC? How's the Amazing Spider-Man 300 stack looking? Hey, I only have 2. I just have 2 right now, but they're both pretty low mints. If you go to my collection right here, I always don't mind showing my collection, of course, right? So here we go. I got 2 of them. Look at them right here. They're not bad. I got number 1907 and number 2546. So I paid a little bit above the floor for each of them, but I don't care because they got nice lower mints, decently lower mints, not crazy low mints. not a 300 or anything like that, but you know, I love them. You know, I love them. Look at that cover. How could you not love that cover? It is absolutely awesome. I still got to dig my physical copy out from, you know, in my storage, and then I can have it back here next to my Amazing Fantasy print and all that stuff. And next to the other stuff, I'll put it back there. And, but because it's such a great comic to have in the real world too, right? So that's pretty cool, right? So, but thanks, man. How's your stack looking? Matt, everyone hit the like button. Oh, thanks so much, Matt. I appreciate you guys. Just being here is super fun. I'm happy to see you guys as always, you know, and we'll get into some stuff too. We'll talk a little bit more. Adam, I haven't been on it a bit here at work. No, I know. How you feeling about Amazing Spider-Man 300? Adam, it's so great to see you back again. Be careful at work. I told Hinanu, I don't want anyone getting in trouble just to watch my stream. But that's great. I love Amazing Spider-Man 300, man. I think it's fantastic. It's hard. Honestly, you guys, it's hard to go after other comic books other than Spider-Man 300, Amazing Fantasy, you know, 15. And, you know, like there's a couple others in the app too that are like really, really strong. It's hard for me to put any gems towards other comics at this moment. Although I did just complete my set. So I'm going to look at, I'll show you right here. Sorry. I'll show you right here. I just completed my set, you guys. Check it out. I got my Silver Age, unofficial Silver Age group that I put. Like, it's not a set, it's not official or anything, but you know, these are basically all the Silver Age comics. I mean, Marvel Comics 1 is really a Golden Age comic, and there are a couple comics that are in the 70s that you might be able to put in here, but I kind of cap off personally the Silver Age in the 60s. You know, maybe 1970 at the latest. I kind of capped them off there. So, you know, anyway, this is the set. So this is a second run. So I did one of each, of course, you know, and then I just did a second run. And these are actually all of them here, you know, and this is really good. You can get this whole one copy of all of these for $1,025. And so for me, I'm tracking this like an actual set, you know, like I use vault value. I'll show you that in just a sec. Hold on one second right here. I use vault value to actually just track these individually. So let me just show you right here. Right there. So this is vault value right here. So if you go to my comics right here, this is that little app. See up in the top corner right here? All I've done in vault value, this is a little app you can download, is I only entered in one copy of each of those covers right here. And then I can like easily just track the market value just for fun, right? The only thing is it's sitting at 26. There should be 27, but vault value, for some reason, I'm not able to add the most recent Abomination comic cover. It hasn't shown up here in the app yet, which is odd because the Spider-Man 300 is in the app. So I haven't been able to add that. So anyway, it's sitting at about 1,030 for the overall, you know, for the overall collection, right? So anyway, I completed that. So that's a side thing that I've been doing, right? So I like to do little side projects, and I did that. So I'm pretty happy about that today, right? So other than that, though, it's difficult for me to put any gems towards any other comics at this moment. You know what I mean? TH, how you doing? Did you see the facsimile of Amazing Spider-Man 1 that was releasing this week for pre-order? I actually didn't see that, but I did pick up, I will be looking for that. I did pick up this, you know, this one right here, you know, in the store, which is cool, right? At the comic shop, this like nice re-release facsimile edition of Iron Man, you know, Tales of Suspense 57. So I will be looking at that Amazing Spider-Man 1. You know, I'll go to my comic shop and make sure I snag that one for sure. Did you guys get Amazing Fantasy, what is it, 1000? Because that's a cool cover that's out right now too, right? But yeah, TH, thanks for the heads up on that. Everybody go look for that for sure. That'd be fun. Diamond Ink, how you doing? Why do people have a problem hitting like? It's all good, man. You can like it or not. It's all good. I appreciate you. How you doing, Diamond Ink? Thanks so much. We're just getting started here today. Alex did. Hi, MC. Do you think Veve might have the license for Pokemon now? Well, I don't know, right? And so, you know, if you saw me freak out on Twitter there, or at least in my last thing about like getting you pumped, I mean, we might have it until they announce it. Of course, there, you know, we have no clue until they actually announce something. You know, like we can, you know, but I can still get excited, right? We can still like, get excited with the prospect of it if they're going to like, if we get a leak like that or like a blur, a mishap, I don't know. Just me personally, I do think we're getting Pokemon eventually. I mean, I think everybody thinks that, right? And if you don't think that, that's okay too. I mean, until they actually announce it, we don't have it. But I think we got it, right? I think we got it. Flint Marco, you people have no idea how big in real life Amazing Spider-Man 300 is. I think people do, Flint. I think we all actually understand pretty good. But the price in the Veve is not going to reflect the same price in the real world at this time, right? Like with nothing, right? Not with nothing that we have in terms of the comic books, but we'll get there eventually, right? But I think people have a really good idea of how big it is. It's a big comic. I certainly do. Oh, Millionaire Tees, there we go. So he's going to be giving away a nice t-shirt today, and we can actually do that right now. Let's do that right now since he's here. And I just want a big shout out. Thank you for doing that because that's so kind of you, right? He wants to give one to you guys. Check it out. One of these beautiful tees right here. This is going to go out. So let's do this right now since he's here. And everybody, you can just go follow him on Twitter. And, like here it is right here on Twitter, Omilities, right? And you can go follow him there. And then, you can look at other stuff he's got, which is really fun, right? So, I just want to help somebody out who like is in that, he's got like tons of followers. So, he's doing good. But this shirt is cool, right? And there's a bunch of other stuff you can get. There's a Veve hat that I think I'm going to have to get off you, man. I think I'm going to have to get off you. Thanks so much, dude. You don't have to do that. I was going to already give you props, but I appreciate that. That'll help for shipping when I send you my drop head shirt. But you guys can go check it out too, right? So let's do that now. Let me just quickly make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Okay, right here. Let's go. Let's go right here. Okay, for sure. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go. What should we say right here? Let's go. Type in, what are we going to type in here? Omilities. Let's just type in Omilities. We're going to do the in chat one right here where I scroll the chat, and whoever wins, you just have to go and DM him on Twitter, and then he'll send you the shirt. That's the way it's going to work. And a big shout out. Thank you so much for that. Right. So everybody type in Omilities. just one entry if you want the shirt. Now, remember, you got to give your shipping address, right? So if you're not comfortable doing that, then don't enter right now because that's the only way you can get this shirt, right? So just enter it in. You just one line right here and you got it, right, guys? There you go. I'll give you guys just a sec. Super fun in the chat. We're getting shirts and stuff. This is super fun. And like I said, he mentioned it to me. He wanted to give you guys something because, he's a nice guy. What can you say, right? There you go. Enter it up, everybody. Enter it up. Whoever I land on is going to get the shirt. And then all you got to do is you just got to DM him on Twitter and he'll take care of you. He'll send one off to you. And everybody else, if you like this one, I think there's a white one too, which is pretty cool right here. Check it out. Look at the white one. Super fun, right? And it's very limited run. There's not too many of them. So I thought it'd be kind of fun, super fun, right? So big shout out. So let's do this. I'll give you another 20 seconds to enter. Another 20 seconds, and there we go. Let's go, everybody. Who wants one? And I think he might even have sizes. So, we'll find out, right? I think large is the one, but I think he might have extra sizes. So it might be able to fit you, whatever your size is. I think we're good now. Okay, guys, I think we're good. Now, what I'm going to do, like I always do here, is I'm going to scroll the chat with my mouse, okay? I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm going to scroll up and down and around, and whoever I land on is going to get the shirt, okay? Are we ready to go for this, guys? Are we ready? Let's go. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm going up. I'm going down. I'm going up. I'm coming back down a little bit, kind of moving around a bit. I'm stopping right there, and who's it going to be? It's Mario C. You win the shirt. Congratulations, my friend. That's awesome. Let us know in the chat down below that you saw that you won. Okay, Mario. And then you can contact, Oh Millionaire, and you guys can get hooked up together. There we go. He wins. That's a congratulations laugh or a happy laugh right there. You got to love it, Mario. Congrats. Yeah, that's cool. There you go. So you know how to do it, right? So like I said, here he's on Twitter. Just follow him right there and you can go and everybody, you should go follow as well, right? Go follow check it out. Lots of really fun stuff. You'll hear him in the spaces all the time too. Really great member of the community, guys, trying to do some really fun stuff. So thank him as well, guys. And thank everybody. There he is right there. Congrats, Mario. So he's going to hook you up, guys. It's going to be super fun. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy the shirt. And if anybody else wants one, remember, just contact him, because like on Twitter there, and then you guys can hook it up, maybe buy a shirt. I think I want that hat. I want that hat. That Omi, that Veve hat. I think I'm gonna have to grab one from you, my friend. All right, guys, let's get back to the chat. That was super nice, right? Oh, now, so if you guys had a question or anything before, now is your time to put it in. But what we will do right here is I'll just remove this really quick. Okay, so what we will do right now is I'll show you this. We do have the gem program that's happening today, right? So this is every Wednesday. So if you're a drop heads holder, all right, and you have the order pending logo here or the reserving logo, there's two that get into this one. And as well, the crowns and the member logos, they get in here too. We do weekly gem rewards. There's 317 entries. And this is how it works. We've given out 131 gems. It's only been going for like a week or so. And we're going all the way to the end of the year. So basically how it works is if you win the rewards draw, you post something in the market and then I buy it from you for just a bit, for like 10 or 11 or 12 or so, right above the floor. So you get a little extra gems to go do what you want to do. And in this market right now, selling anything at profit is like, is prime time, right? So we got 3 of those to give out today. All right. So that's going to go out for sure. Right. And we'll see what you're going to list right there. What happens is the winner I'll contact you. You DM me. This is Drophead's owners, so this will be on Discord, and then we'll figure out what you're going to put in the market. Simple as that, right? So I can do those right now as well. This is going to only take a second. There's 317 entries, so I'll just quickly do that right here while we got everybody, because then we can do the giveaway train and we can get back on the thing right here. We'll go to the random number generator. Okay, and this will only take a sec. But this is what we do every single Wednesday. So if if you want to get a drop head, just join my channel as a member. You get one for free. And my membership is $1. So you can't really go wrong, right? So we have 317. Let's just reset this here. Let's go. So 317. Okay, hold on one sec. I just want to double check to make sure. Yeah, we got 317. Okay, so the first one's going to go to number 18. I'll tell you who that is in just a sec. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we got the first one right there. Bang. The second one's going to go to number 130. Okay, that's cool. There we go. Little extra gems for that person. And then the next one's number 113. So who's that going to be right here? Okay, so I'll just let you know right now. Hold on one second. This is good fun, everybody. We do this every week. These are the rewards for being a drop head holder, right? We're just having tons of fun right here. So hold on a second, there we go. And then I'll show you who the winner is. And we got a new winner who's never won before. So that's cool. We got a new winner who's never won before. So that's that right there. Let's just show you the winners right now. And then I'll post this up in Discord. You'll post your item and then you'll get it. Here we go. We got winner 1 is Ghost 888. There you go. Congratulations. So you'll post something for me. And then winner 2 is Mr. Tong, man. Thank you so much, you guys. And winner 3 is New Normality. And winner 3, I believe, is a brand new winner. So, that's pretty awesome. We haven't had anybody else. We haven't had a winner from New Normality before. So this is going to be posted right here. I'm going to post this up right here in my Discord. And then we'll handle that a little bit later today, you guys, after the stream. Boom, right there. And I'll tell you which one you need to post. Okay, so that's that. Now, the blind box rewards, this is the other one we'll do right now, because this is fun right here. These are the comic books that I'm handing out every week. Now, normally I do this on Saturday, but because it's Doc Ock Day and because we got Spider-Man 300, then we're going to do this right now because these are actually, for that program, right? So right here, we got a lot more in here. This one's been going for a while. We got 459 entries, which is really cool. Okay. So we got, and there we got the shirt right here. I'll just put in Mario C because, you won the shirt, Mario. Congrats again. So these are the winners. So right down here, this is the first comic that's going to go out right now. So this is Absolute Carnage, Miles Morales #1 from 2019. Carnage, Scorpion, Venom, the whole thing, Miles Morales, it's all mixed in. Great comic book. This is going out to the first person. Second person, we're doing a little black suit. This is 1985, an earlier black suit cover with the Web of Spider-Man. Just an iconic cover. Everybody knows this cover. Really good comic. That's going out today. Then we got the Maximum Carnage storyline from Spider-Man Unlimited. And this is the conclusion. This is the final one, which is cool. You got Venom versus Spider-Man versus Carnage all together. This is going to be great. So this is a good comic right here. That's going sent out. And then the final one, because of Doc Ock, we got Amazing Spider-Man 88 from 1970. And this is an early Doc Ock appearance where his arms get all like, Doc Ock's in jail. And because of his mental connection with his arms, his arms go to break him out, and Spider-Man's got to battle with him. So those are the 4 comics going out today, everybody. So I'll quickly do this as well. All right. So this is 459. So like I said, if you guys want to get in on this stuff, because we're doing more, all you got to do is join my channel as a member, and then you get a drop head. It's as simple as that. And you can buy them on the OpenSea. They're just up on the OpenSea. But let's get back to the random generator right here. 459. Okay. Let's see who wins all 4 of these. Let's just reset this. I'm going to reset. I like resetting this right here. Boom. There we go. So 459. There we go. Number 379 is the first one. So I'll take note. 379. Who gets this one? Oh, this is cool. This is somebody who's only got 1 drop head, and they won. That's great. Number 62. There we go. I like, people who don't have very much to win as well, because it's great sometimes just to spread it around a bit. So that person also has never won. So there's 2 new winners there. Number 288. I'll show you guys in just a sec who they are. There we go. There's another good winner right there. Boom. And then the 4th one right here for the Spider-Man comic, the Amazing Spider-Man, 88, which is a really nice comic. You can get a sub of Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1, sub 100. That's really good. So number 101, and that goes to, there we go. We know who that's going to. All right, everybody. So let me just close this right here. Okay. I'll share this up right here. And then we'll get back to the chat. This is going to be fun. Okay, so the first one went to, hold on a second. The first one went to, where is it right here? The first one went to Michael Campa. There you go. Okay, Michael Campa gets the first one. Second one went to Goody Vision. Congrats to you. We'll put that in the chat for sure in the Discord server. The third one went to Dr. Hoop. There we go. Dr. Hoop. That's the first winner. And then Poppy gets the last one, which is really cool. And so what we'll do with Poppy, because Poppy I can't actually mail to. I'm going to try to mail this one to him again. But if I can't mail it to him, Poppy will get, hold on one second right here. Poppy will get another winner right here. He's collecting Veve comics from us right now. This is the 31st. Poppy's got tons of drop heads. This is how you win. Look at all the Veve comics that he's won so far. This is great. So we'll do that. I'll get that up in the Discord server for everybody as well. There you go, everybody. There are our stream right there. There's our rewards for the week. And like I said, I like to normally do these on Saturday, the comic book ones. But I really wanted to do this one right here. And by the way, just so you know, if you want a drop head, they're just up on the OpenSea right there. Get in on this. It's super fun. You get one for free. So, I'm not selling them. You just come on in and get one, have some fun, and then get into our Discord server. Look at our Discord server. We got lots of people in here. We're all goofing around, having a great time. You want to get in on this, everybody. It's hilarious, right? So that's that right there. I'll just leave that for you. But we can get back to the market right here. Let's see what everybody's doing. Oh, Millionaire Tees. I appreciate you all. More giveaways to come as MC allows. We'll see what happens, right? But this is great, you guys. Super great. Have fun with that. Congrats, Mario, again. Jared, you want one of those, right? Yeah, go after it. You guys can just talk. So Veve just tweeted. Let's go check out what Veve did. Thanks for the heads up while we were goofing off, doing our giveaways and stuff like that. Boom. Let's see what Veve just tweeted. Con exclusive. Okay. Only available at Designer Con. Get this 1 of 100. Veve Jermaine Rogers Choices t-shirt with NFT combo. $150 includes a t-shirt, secret rare digital print, and drink vouchers at the Veve Fam after party on Saturday. Oh my God, you guys. Purchase not required for the after party. More details soon. So how are we going to get this? Is this in the app? Is this a drop in the app? Check it out. Let's see. Is that an actual drop? Oh, I got to follow Jermaine Rogers. I can't even believe I don't follow him right there. Designer Con London. Got to follow that too. That's pretty cool, guys. What do you think about that? Only 100 of this. That's pretty cool, man. Pure Chaos MC Partners versus 10 AF15 Commons mixed rarities. Oh man, that is such a tough question, Pure Chaos. Wow, that is a really tough question. I would guess I would have to take the AF15 because I have almost 10 of them. And if I sold them all, I guess I could probably get to that Partners pretty close to it. So I would take the comic then, because otherwise I would sell all those AF15s and go get a Partners. Even though Partners is like one of my absolute massivest targets that I could possibly want. I desperately want that thing right there. Big J, cool decon, Jermaine Rogers. Yeah, we just saw that, which is cool. Thanks everybody for pointing that out. Are you guys going to go for that? So is that going to be at the con? Or it's probably going to be in the app, of course, right? So, yeah, there you go. We can thank him right there, everybody. Best of luck to everybody. Orange Bag Lady. Well, what's the crake, good sir? This is what we're doing. Oh, Millie, there you go, right there, everybody. Getsky, very cool. I hope they do something cool for Comic-Con New York. Yeah, they're going to do something amazing for Comic-Con New York. There is no doubt about it at all. I mean, they're going to be hooked up with Marvel, right? I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, but this is going to be neat too. We can go through some of these con exclusives too, but because some of these con drops right now too, and check them out. But this is quite something. If you can go to the after party, how fun would that be? Now, I'm going to be at the one in Anaheim, but I won't be at this one, of course. But if you're going to be at this one, let us know, man. It's going to be super fun. Let's go right here really quick. So that's coming out. And you get a t-shirt, which is pretty cool too. So let's check out I just want to check these out really quick. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking at these, to be honest. So let's check out day 2 really quick here. We got a Lincoln stuff. We got the Lincoln boards right here. Okay, so the top brands in the skateboard industry and all of that. So they're coming out with some more deck collections, which is cool. If you're into these decks, are you guys collecting these decks? Because it's a really cool collection if you're into it. I don't actually own any of them myself. I don't really do the decks, even though I used to be a skateboarder as a kid, and I got tons of boards. If they brought in some like Powell Peraltas and, some Tony Hawks and some Mike McGills and stuff, then you'll see me go crazy, right? Because that's from my youth. But this stuff is really cool. Look, there's only 750 of these, right? For 40 gems. It's not bad. And then you got 550 on this one right here. So these are really, really limited, you guys. And then 450 on that one right there. And then look at this right here. The Secret Rare's only got 250. So that's actually a really nice board right there. That's pretty cool. So that's awesome. And then this one. So this is one that I actually might go for because it is so limited, right? On the final one. So you got the nice one right here. The Ilya Zilaz. Illazillas. I'm sorry. I had to wrap my tongue around that. Illazillas. super fun, right? TNES. Okay, so that's really cool. So check this out. We got the Fire Element, $9.99, which is cool. This is only 30 gems, so I will go for this drop right here. And then we got 888 of the Earth Element, which is kind of fun. And then we got the Metal, which I actually like the Metal. I like the first one, and I like this one, the 770. The Wood one, I'm not a huge fan of the Wood one, to be honest. I liked having the eyes and face, but that's okay. But this is the one right here. Look, there's only 111 of these. That is actually really crazy. 111. So if you guys want, some sort of exclusivity, I probably won't get one. I never have landed any decon stuff ever. Like, I've never, when decon came out right after the Golden Moments did, I didn't get any of those all week. I tried for all of them too. I went for every single one of those decon drops. I didn't land any of them. That's okay though. This one I will go for. Let me know. Are you going to go for this one? Because look at that. There's only 111 of them. I mean, that's scarce. The Wood one, I'm not a huge fan of. This one's really cool. I probably like that one. That one's okay. I like the red one though. So if I get a common, I would actually be okay, happy with it. This looks pretty cool. Now this is another one right here, the soy milk. Okay, so this is kind of interesting right here. This is pretty beautiful. I don't think I'm going to go for this one though, just because it's a one-off right there. There's 1,100 of them and it's 65. So for me, I have to save those gems for my comic books and stuff. But this is a really nice one. It's really cute. Look at those faces right there. It looks pretty cool. So let me know if you're going to go for that one. Now here's the human. Okay, so this one's all animated, right? It's got like the different lighting going on right here. Now, this is the one that people are talking about it more because it's 120 on the list price, and it's there's 1,200 of them. So I don't think I'll personally be going for this one as well. But you guys let me know what you think as well. I won't be doing 120 gems on that one just because I'm not really into the art stuff that much at this point. So I won't go for those. So that's my breakdown of day one. Now I haven't even done a breakdown of day two. So I'll just quickly, jump on that one really quick. We can talk about this for a quick sec for this. So this is day one. So, we just did day two. So, okay. So this is kind of fun right here. I like the Scott Tolleson ones, the Decon mascot for the UK edition. This one's kind of fun to me, right? Going for 25. So it's nice and cheap. 288 editions, but I'll probably skip it and just maybe I'll pick one in the market up after on that one. The hype bow or hype bao, or however you say it. This is Kai Ko right here. So these are actually really funny. I like how they have like the little Jordans, the little Jordan 1s that are on there, or I like those, or Jordan, I think they're Jordan 2s, but I like those right there. Those are pretty fun, right? So these are going for like 25. And here's the other thing, like once again, limited in quantity. So I don't know if I'll go for these. I'm going to have to decide when it comes. I don't know. It's 25 gems. So, there's 550 on the second one right here, 450 only on this one. Okay. So, if it was down to like 250 mints on it or sizes, then I probably would do that, but hey, so we'll see what happens. And then we got extra large right here. This is actually really hilarious, this one as well. So let me know what you think too, everybody. This is animated. So these are the first animated decon drops. So we're going to get like fully animated, right? So that's pretty cool. At least that's what I think it says right here. And it's 50 gems. There's 1,000 of those. Okay. And then we have the old school one right here. There's 788 of them. So I probably will pass on that one myself. I just need to save those gems for the comics and stuff that I'm going after. And then Valfrey. Okay, these are actually really nice. They're really cool. I won't go for these ones as well, though, just because, like I said, there's 65 gems right here. We got the fire signs, the Aries. And then, we got this nice one right here. This one's actually pretty cool, too, the Leo, right? But I won't go for those just because, I got to save those gems for other stuff. And then the Sagittarius right here. Okay. And then, and the edition sizes aren't incredibly low. So lots of people are going to be able to get them. So I'll just wait till the aftermarket on those. Right. So those are my little breakdowns, you guys. I never actually did those breakdowns before. So that's pretty fun. Right. So, so Double Quill, it looks like people are going to going to the con only. Yeah. Okay. So people are going to the con will only be able to get this right here, this exclusive con drop. So that's interesting. So I wonder how you'll be able to do it. Will you have to go up and buy it, or will you get a card, or what? You get a voucher in hand. So, so we'll have to see. They said more information, details coming soon. So if you're going to the thing, you guys, there you go. There you go. There's a little exclusive for you for showing up. Getsy, how you doing? Are you coming with me to New York City? I would love to, but no, I cannot go to that one. I will be in Anaheim though, so hopefully we'll see you there, Getsky, the great one. But if you're going, that's going to be awesome, right? Fish too much. What's up, gang? Well, we're just hanging out right here. Orange Bag Lady. Crack equals crack. Oh, it means fun in Irish. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks so much, Orange Bag Lady. Pero, you're going to be going to Decon Saturday. Let's go. Oh, the parties, the crowds, the superstars, the famous people, the opportunities. It's going to be super fun. You're going to rub shoulders with like the Veve crowd. we'll see. I'll be watching all the live streams and all the fun stuff from there. I wish I could go to it, but I'll get my moment in Anaheim. So good job. Have fun, Pero. That's awesome. Fro, how you doing, Fro Comey? My Collectibles, love your stream today. Omi Millionaire is awesome for doing today's shirt giveaway. I know, right? And like right here, check it out. Shout out, everyone. I'm usually on Twitter Spaces, but definitely going to come here more often. Yeah, for sure. You can always find them on Twitter Spaces. I know you hosted one just a couple days ago. And so, just really great stuff in the community. And it's super cool when someone wants to give out some stuff, right, to you guys. So that's super cool, right? He just messaged me. We were like, we haven't really talked before. And I was like, oh yeah, and actually, sorry, I didn't get back to you sooner. I get a lot of messages, as you can imagine, right? But we got you right here. We got everybody hooked up. The Gale's in the house, everybody. How you doing? You like the X large monkey, if anything. Yeah, it's cool, right? Like, this is the cool thing about these decon drops, is that you can go for anything you want. Like, if you like the monkey, it's cool. You go for it. There's tons of choices. So, like I said, everybody, you just go for the stuff you want to go for. If you love it, go for it, Don't let anybody sway you or tell you not to. You just do what you're going to do, right? If you want to be the original owner of one of these art pieces. Now, all of these are really limited. There's not that many to go around. So, they've all sold out mostly in the past, most of them, right? So I think they'll do just fine, right? So, but the Gale, you're going to get the monkey if you like it, do you? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Getsy, Millionaire Tees, absolutely can't beat a My Collectibles live stream. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been having a ton of fun in the spaces lately too, guys. It's been super fun. Hinanu, MC, what's the next big comic you would like to see in the app? I'm waiting for X-Men 1. I know. I'm waiting for that one as well, or Captain America 1. That would be cool. I'm still waiting on Journey into Mystery for Thor's first appearance. I mean, this is a comic we thought we were going to get, and we didn't get it yet. So I'm still waiting on that one, right? For sure. But there's a ton. I want Wolverine. I want Hulk 181. That's the big one for me that I really, really want, right? For sure. I mean, and there's tons more Spider-Man comics I would love to get as well. There's certain Spider-Man villains we haven't seen yet, like the Sandman and the Vulture, and other, Electro. Like, these are all really great Spider-Man villains that I'd love to get, especially in the Marvel Mighties, because at some point I'm going to have to go over and start collecting those Marvel Mighties for sure, because, there's so many really good characters in there, right? I mean, my Doctor Doom that I have to get back is in there. I'm going to check the price on Doctor Doom in just a sec here as well. Actually, I'm going to check the price right now on Doctor Doom because I really need to get Doctor Doom back. I sold him. I got to get him back. Doc Ock right here. What's he at? $13.50. The deals, everybody. The deals. Oh, let's wait really quickly before I go to Doctor Doom. Doc Ock right here. Look, it's 40 now on the metallic red. So guys, it's creeping back up close to retail. So that's kind of interesting. If they do a thing where you need to collect all the metallics, that's going to be an interesting collection. I don't know what's going to happen. We still don't know why we're getting this metallic red format. It's really interesting, right? So this new line, it says right here, a new line of ultra rare collectibles features beloved characters coated in metallic red. And, inspired by Marvel's iconic red logo. So I don't know why this is happening. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, what it means, so I really just don't know, right? But we'll see, right? But hold on. Big Oz, thanks so much for joining as a member. All you got to do is DM me on Twitter or Instagram. All right. My link's in the description of my videos. And I will then get you your Drophead NFT. I'll, just give me your MetaMask wallet address in there. So if you're not following me there, follow me, and then you'll be able to message me. I'll follow you back. And, a little bit later today, I'll just send it over to you. And then I'll give you the link to the Discord. And depending on which Drophead you get, you'll be entered into the rewards programs, right? So thanks for joining. And by the way, I love your Orko. Orko, can we get He-Man stuff in the app, please? Can we please get He-Man in here? This is what I want, right? But thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. And we'll see you on Twitter there, right? So anyway, this is interesting, you guys. I don't know what this means. Does anybody have any predictions or thoughts about this? Because, I don't know why we're getting it coated in red, right? Like, what is the deal? So, it makes people think, like, are we getting some sort of like collection where you have all of them now? And maybe it's because they're villains. They're all in red. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's interesting. it's interesting. They're always throwing something new at us. And then, of course, I wanted to really quickly look at the secret rare. 135, so still hovering around 135 to 140. And so that's a really great price for a secret rare. I'll probably buy this in a little bit later on. We'll see what happens with it. But what was I going to look at? Yeah, I was going to go to the market. I was going to go to the brands. I was going to check out my Dr. Doom really quick. It's not mine right now, but I'm going to have to pick him up pretty fast here again. Where are my mighties? Where are my mighties? There they are. So I had to sell Dr. Doom because of Amazing Fantasy, right? He was one of my sacrifices. And he's sitting at 230, so he's climbed up a bit since, I sold him at around 300. So I actually did quite well there, in regards to where he's sitting today. But look, 230 and then 260. So, it's pretty thin right there. It goes, he's more like 260 than 230. But I'll have to snag him up again eventually because there's only like less than 5,000 of him. So that's pretty cool, right? So are there any other ones like that you had to sacrifice? What did you sacrifice for these comics that we just got? Like for this comic right here, like what did you sacrifice for even this guy? Did you sacrifice anything for him? And I don't mean the Dino sacrifice, right? The sacrifice to the gods of of comic book collecting on the app, the secret rare gods. I actually didn't sacrifice anything to secret rare gods because I got nothing in my collection right now that I could sacrifice that I would want to sacrifice at this moment. So I have not gotten that secret rare comic. So I'm probably going to have to sacrifice something, right? But what did you sacrifice for this one, right? Did you sacrifice for that? Or did you sacrifice for Amazing Fantasy? I know I did. Like Dr. Doom's one of them. And also I really quickly want to check my Thor because I sacrificed my Thor secret rare as well, right? So I got to see where he's sitting at. I want to get my Thor back eventually. Where is he? Where is he? Give me my Thor right here. Oh, come on now. Come on now, everybody. Give me the search. Here, I'll just go here. Then I go down here. 269. So another nice one right there to get in on. But we got somebody who knows all about sacrificing comics in here, guys. He's the master of it. He started the whole thing and it worked out for him. Let's see how he does. Dino's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you today.
What's up, brother? What you up to?
Oh, just hanging out. We just gave a t-shirt away by Omi Millionaire. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Amazing Fantasy. He just wanted to throw it out to the chat. We did our comic book giveaways. That was cool. The weekly ones. We did our gem giveaways for the drop heads. That was cool. And I just went through the decon stuff, and then we're looking at the Red Doc Ock.
Yeah, it's a great piece, huh?
You're too funny, man. I saw your vid. Oh,
did you like
seen Dino's vid?
Did you like my acting scene when I put the one next to
Academy Award? Academy Award. Okay, that's all I'm going to say right there.
Dude,
I thought be an award for you, my friend.
I didn't know what happened there. It just came out of me. The act, it just.
Oh, something. This makes something come out of you. But what's the deal with these, Dino? Like, aside from how it looks and all that stuff, right? What people think, because I think it's generally the people don't really like the way it looks that much, for this particular one, which is unfortunate. But what are you going to do, right? Just that's what the community's saying. So what are you going to do? But look at this. It says a new line of ultra rare collectibles, like a new line, featuring the metallic red. So like, what does that even mean, man? Like, are we supposed to collect all the metallic reds and then get an airdrop? Like what does that mean?
Who knows? I mean, maybe it seems like they do airdrops too in response to poorly received projects. I mean, it's just what it seems. I think there's just too many mints. Honestly, there's just too many mints of this one, and so it wasn't going to do well. And then the green one looked. It's so hard, right? For me, the green one
right here.
Yeah, he's just a little too green, and it's just like I don't really want to see a overgrown man in spandex, because if I did want to see that, I would just put spandex on myself and look in the mirror. Like,
well, are we gonna get Dino? Dino, are we gonna get Doc Ock Dino at Decon? Come on,
I'm down. Go. I'm down. Like, let's go.
Doc Ock Dino.
If I can sell 15,000 mints of Doc Ock Dino at $50 a pop, I'll put some spandex on. Let's go, baby.
I know, right? I know. Look at Veve Vault just stopped in to say hi. How you doing, man?
What's
Watched
up,
your
Vault?
stream today, as always. Just stopped by to say hi while I wait in line for the kid to get out of school. Yeah, school's starting. My kids start next week. School's starting up, everybody. So I'm gonna have a little bit more time to like as if I'm not in the market 24 hours a day anyway. But good to see you, Vault.
I
Everybody
see
make
an
sure.
amazing fantasy back there. What is that?
Oh, behind me?
Yeah.
Dude. I got the real deal. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's a print.
Is it a facsimile or a print?
No, it's not a print. It's just like a framed piece, that you get. It was like $20.
Okay, so it's not even a facsimile. It's not even a comic.
No, it's not a comic or anything. It's just the cover print. But you know what? It was amazing, dude. You know how hard it was for me to find that in the real world? Anything AF-15. I've been trying to look for that that, what do you call it? That Funko,
with the Spider-Man.
Can't find that anywhere. I can find Batman anywhere. I can find Superman's anywhere I want. But I can't find Amazing Fantasy 15 anywhere. Interesting, right?
I like that subtle dig. You're like, man, I can find Batman on the dumpster at the corner next to the homeless guy, but I can't find Amazing Fantasy.
It's true. Every comic book shop I go into, they have Batman's, Funko. Yeah. They have Action Comics 1 Funko, and those are beautiful. I love those. But there's no Amazing Fantasy 15s, at least not right around here anyway. I don't know about you, but
I don't know. I think you have to, people are making money on them, right? Because those are flipping for more. I don't know how much they were. Last time I looked, they were like $75, but that was like a month ago. So maybe they're more now. They're probably like in the hundreds if they're that hard to get,
Oh, sure. Yeah. I haven't even looked them up online or anything like that. Look at this. Doge Nation bought 20 reds.
Wow.
You did it. You're cleaning up. The thing about these, though, is that
it's an interesting spec play.
Well, they're closing in on retail. It's climbing up. Look, it's at 40 now.
Oh, nice. What did it go to?
Well, I think it was down around 25 or so. I think it's 25 to 30 or something.
Really? The red was 25 to 30?
I think.
I probably would have bought one there.
What did you get them at, Doge Nation? You must have bought them around lower than 40, right? Because now it's moved up a smidge, right? Because retail's 50. So it is interesting though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it says right here, like, this is just, we always take this new line of ultra rare collectibles featuring beloved characters coated in metallic red. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know what that means. I mean,
well, it's the 83rd anniversary, right? So it's the 83rd anniversary. They said they're going to do this for every Marvel drop going forward. I hope it looks better than Doc Ock. I think that, the funny thing is that it 35 to 55. Nice. Yeah. Who knows? It could be special. It could not be. I always feel like I try to be the voice of reason, and people have been calling for a golden moment airdrop since November. So just be careful. But I get it. I get the spec on it. I get the spec.
Well, Doge thinks first Marvel golden moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's not, because that's Iron Man.
Yeah, that's true. And Iron Man is badass. I like Iron Man.
The thing about this, though, Dino, the thing about this, okay? Sorry, I had the Marvel Mighties up there. The thing about Doc Ock, though, and this is one thing to consider, like, he is not a good-looking guy. Like, okay, he looks like this. This is the funny part. He's not a good-looking, cool Magneto, looks all rad, and they make him all muscular, and
that makes sense.
They are like whatever, right? Like Venom's all like super jacked and like really amazing looking. This is what Doc Ock looks like. He looks bad. He's not a cool. His arms are rad. His character is pretty awesome. But if they gave us probably the original, like if we went to the collection here, and if we went to the comic books, and then if we just quickly went down to like this Doc Ock, like if they gave us him, that might have been pretty cool. But I think the one with the yellow suit is more like the 90s type one from the comic book show. If we got this guy right here, slapping up a storm. I mean, at least maybe not here, because this is when he was really early. But if we got like his kind of like real suit, the more classic look, then I think people would be cool. But this one we got in the market here is like, I
don't know what look that is, honestly. Like, I don't know enough about Doc Ock, so that's not his classic look. That's
it's close to the 90s cartoon. There's a 90s cartoon with Spider-Man. that he's kind of looks a little bit more like this in the toy line, but it's not exact. But I actually like the secret rare because it's animated. I think
the
it looks
secret
pretty
rare is
rad.
fire, and the
Yeah.
animation is good. Like it's pretty, like the claws coming at. That's pretty good. Like it's. I think it's better than Boba animation. I think that the Doc Ock animation.
Totally. Yeah.
And I
think
like
you're
Boba
100%
way
right.
more, but
Yeah. Well, at 50 gems too, it's actually, if you think about it, I didn't go for the drop, just all full disclosure. And I don't even own one. So just full disclosure on everybody.
Yeah, I
But
don't know one either.
at 50 gems and at the secret rare level of, if we, we have to talk about this all day, but it is today's drop. So at 1616, that's actually quite a low secret rare. It's lower than Boba, ultra rare, of course, but it's lower than like Thor's secret rare. And it was 50 gems. So it's actually, if you think about it, it actually should be a decent drop at 50 gems, famous character, animated secret rare. But it's the other ones that people are confused about, right? Like people are confused about that red. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have been confused if the red actually looked good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been like, this is cool. Like, it actually would have probably made me mint the drop, maybe, if it actually looked good. But it doesn't look good. It looks like they slapped a Toby on it and it got married to Lenectra. It's like...
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
with the brutal honesty. Are you listening, Veve?
Anyone that says different, I get it. Some people are going to like it. I think he looks cool. I like Doc Ock. I like the arms, and I like the concept of it, It just didn't execute well, and there was just a little too many mints on the uncommon, and so it didn't perform well, and so... but it didn't mint out, right? Which means people are learning, hey, I shouldn't mint something out if it's not gonna make me money.
No, well, the what do you call the community speaks, and all you got to do is listen. It's right here.
And they listen. That's a great thing, right? They're adapting. We're at 3 edition sizes. 6 months ago, this would have been 5 poses and 30, 40,000 editions.
80 gems.
Exactly. And so
120 maybe.
They are adapting. They're listening. It's a cool piece. I'm personally not interested in it, but it is a cool piece, especially if you're a Doc Ock fan. Go for it.
The secret rare, I think, is the one. But then the red one, though, it's like what Doge Nation's doing there.
Yeah, the red one.
You just don't know. It could be something like big, but only time will tell. But it is going to be a new line. They're going to have all the red ones. So I don't know what that's.
The only downside to the red one is that you have to look at it in your vault every day.
but that's you, Dino. Some people might love it. Remember, it's very subjective, this app.
MC, do you love it? You got to tell me.
Well, I don't hate it. Let's say that, just because I'm such a Doc Ock fan, and because it looks like him, and like people don't like the way he looks. I know what you mean. The pose is a bit weird, but I haven't seen it actually in my vault. So maybe with Spider-Man behind it, it might look really cool. But I like Doc Ock, and even though he looks bad, he's probably the worst looking spider aside from the Vulture, who's with the bald head, the old school Vulture. He's like an old man in his powered up suit. Aside from his face, he's probably one of the ugliest Spider-Man villains, but he's one of the absolute coolest because of his arms. So I have to like it for that reason. I just can't help myself. And I don't mind the way it looks, to be honest. I really don't. I would have liked certain poses better. Yeah. Of course, if I took out my comic books and I took a pose I could have found a better pose for him for sure. Right. I mean, but that's why I think the secret rare looks okay to me.
Oh, the secret rare is badass.
That's why for me, the secret rare saves the whole thing. And
the secret rare is badass.
I don't know if I'm not going to mint it for the secret rare. I'll just go buy the secret rare because I'm not going to take my chances and get 5 of the other ones. Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You just go buy it in the market for the whatever, how much, I don't know how much it is, but yeah.
I think that it's 13 gems for the common.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah, you haven't looked. I thought you'd be sniping this one up, Dino.
Bro, I was in bed. I did Sleepgate.
Yo, you didn't even get up for it.
No. I knew it was going to be bad when I saw the edition size and the red. And the green one isn't as appealing as Doc Ock could be. Man, if they would use I don't know. they would, just a better look. It's just too. Nobody likes to see a giant man in spandex. I just like, you know what I mean? Like if they would have made his clothes a little looser, like,
but that's not his outfit. That's the funny thing, man. It's like,
no, but in the Spider-Man movies, he looked different. He wasn't in green spandex.
Oh yeah. If they gave us like, MCU Doc Ock or Sam Raimi Doc Ock, that would have been interesting too. But yeah,
that one would have been done way better.
This is classic 90s, or even closer to the 80s maybe.
But wasn't the first one, the comic cover you showed me, that one was different? He looked different.
Yeah, that's the classic one. I mean, he's only he's in his lab coat there, but yeah, he always has that kind of green sort of like, sort of outfit. And the original stuff I thought was really cool. So, I mean, they could have given us that version, but hey, it's Marvel, right? It's whatever they decide. Like whoever did this, I mean, this is the other thing to talk about. Like Veve, they're not designing this guy. Like Vivi's not like David Yu's not going like, okay, a little bit more yellow here, a little bit more green there, a little bit more belly here. Can we make it a little tighter? Make it a little tighter in the crotch. Yeah. No, he's not doing that. I mean, it's Marvel. So it's like
make the bulge bigger. There we
go. Make the bulge bigger. But check it out right here. Sean says the disrespect towards Doc Ock is crazy. Come on, Dino. Let's go. Veve Arcade. How you guys doing, Veve Arcade? Good to see you. What's up? Had to get this red metallic in the market. Yeah, it's interesting, right?
Yeah,
like there's something going on with that. And Palace, how you doing, Palace, and all you guys out there? Thanks for the midwork entertainment. And Vault likes the red metallic. They're Marvel's golden moments. Although we do have Iron Man as a golden moment. So
I am Nettie at the bottom. Just said spandex forever 100.
Where's this?
The very bottom.
At the very bottom. Sorry, I'm getting behind me. Spandex forever.
Let's go. That comment alone makes me want to buy the common.
I know. Just tighten it up. Get it. It's nice and tight. And like we saw that in the She-Hulk show, right? Spandex is your best friend, superheroes.
Yeah, there you go. There's the quote. No capes.
Oh my God, right here. Yeah, and then Mohammed says airdrop shouldn't be pronounced before the snapshot period. That would be a good reward for the collector. So like announced, yeah. So you get all the red ones. Let's say you get all the red ones. It's another little niche of collecting you can do, which is cool and unique. You get like if this was Daredevil and he was all red, Dino, or Spider-Man or Deadpool or anybody who has red in their suit, that's going to be fire because we'll get Daredevil eventually too, right? So, that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, you shouldn't announce it so that if anyone gets one, they get one, So, and Marvel issued it for their 83rd anniversary for a reason. Think big. I know we're trying to think big for sure. I think the secret rare is great. I'm probably going to try to snag one at some point. I don't have the gems. I only have like 50 gems right now, but I'll be going after that secret rare at some point and putting it in the vault. And I don't know, maybe if this guy goes low enough, maybe I will pick it up, Dino.
Which one?
You should have a whole vault of them.
The red boys?
What's that?
The red boys, if he goes low enough?
Exactly, yeah. By the way, TH says the AF-15 Funko with the AF-15 comic is a Walmart exclusive. Yeah, exactly. Although I haven't seen it at my Walmarts. My Walmarts are kind of trash. Jake has a question. Do you guys think we'll get any golden moments or utility to older golden moments at D23 or Disney Day next month? So I'll ask you, Dino, but I do. I think we're going to get another golden moment drop. A little group of golden moments for sure. And yeah, and I'm saying it, and I don't own one, but I'm saying it. I think they're gonna give us the partners utility. I think they're gonna do it.
I think,
and I'm not gonna make a big video about it or anything, but that's what I think. What do you think, Dino?
No, I think you're right. If they were gonna add utility, which I think that they only have incentive to add utility just because it will incentivize more market sales, which makes them more money, right? Which is what they want to do, right? They're a business. They want to make money. I think it would be partners first. That's what, maybe all of them eventually, maybe different ones, but I think it would be partners first. That's what I think, because it's the pinnacle of golden moments. It's one of the most pinnacle pieces on the app still, even though its price point is not competitive with the high pieces anymore as high. But it's just, I don't know. People compare to partners. They just do.
I know. It's interesting, right? Because the price has dropped here. you know, down to like, now it's over 5,000, but people still talk about it as it's like a top in the app.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what January and February did. That's what it did for us. So I think we're going to get some, right? And G23, hey, would you guys rather have a Vader ultra rare or a Spider-Man ultra rare? Oh, that's a tough question, my friend. That's a tough question. Oh, boy. Let me just check out Spider-Man right here. Let me check out his ultra rare. Let's see where I have to, before I say that, I have to look at his ultra rare price.
Yeah, the price points I feel like it's a little higher for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he is higher. Yeah, ultra rare Spider-Man. He's getting close to Vader, dude.
I'd
They're
probably take
right
Vader
next
then.
to each other.
That's actually really difficult. I'd almost, because ultra rare Spider-Man has a better all-time high because it was dropped in a bull market.
Yeah.
But I'd probably take Vader
over those two. Yeah. Yeah, man.
It would probably be harder.
I have a hard time answering that, but I own Vader
Spider-Man.
and I don't own this. So I guess there's my answer, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that's my answer because I own it, right? So
that's what I go to too. I'm like, oh, I guess I own this one. I don't own that one. So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. And by the way, you want to see his all-time high?
Oh, dude, it was crazy. It was like 10K or something.
Check this out. 14,980.
Absolutely bananas.
All-time low, 1,069.
Wow.
Look at that.
We're approaching it.
You know, this is like in regards to like, you know, where I think is where it holds for a while at a certain price. But look at that, at 1,300 right now. It's less than 10 times what it was worth at its all-time high.
Woo, baby. That's what happens when you get those stolen 20-cent gems in the market.
Oh my gosh, right, dude? So what do you think about that? I want to ask you about that, Dino, because people have been talking a lot about that. Were bots and all of that good for Veve or bad for Veve?
They're good.
Some people have very different opinions about it. What's your general opinion? What do you think?
They're good for Veve.
Yeah, explain. What do you think?
I mean, they're good for Veve because it does two things. Number one, it means that the market is good because people don't bot things that don't make them money. So that, you know, they just kind of go hand in hand, right? You don't bot something that you can just get, right? You don't need to bot the Doc Ock, right? You can just keep buying it, you know? So the other thing is it creates a level of scarcity that's not real because most of the pieces are going to one person. Now, those people are going to have to live with themselves afterwards. That's not what I'm saying. They're going to have to live with the, you know, that they're manipulating the market, you know, blah, 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 blah. But if you want to talk about just overall market conditions, it's better. It's not, you know, because it just creates this level of scarcity that wasn't there. Do I want the bots back? You know, either way, as long as you're willing to adapt to the new market, you can still make money probably. So, you know, it's kind of like up in the air. But yeah, I think that bots signal that there's profit.
So you think that because they got rid of the bots, or at least we think they did, and this last Spider-Man drop, there was a few.
It did look interesting, huh?
Right?
Yeah, it looked interesting.
It did look interesting, but you know, they tried to eliminate Veve tried to eliminate them, and so it's so, you know, they would still be here, is what you're thinking. Like if Veve didn't get rid of any of their, if Veve said, you know, they didn't lock stuff down, do you think they would still be here? I mean, I know for Amazing Fantasy probably, and maybe the last comic we just had, and
if we were still as profitable as we were in pre-January days, January, February, yes, they would still be here 100%.
So then
because they would find a way. They would find a way because there was so much money to be made.
Sure.
Like when there's so much money to be made, people will find a way, right? And there was so much money to be made. And so they just think, because everything gets botted, because botting's not illegal, right? It's not illegal. Now it does start crossing lines when they do have to buy KYCs, right? That starts getting into illegal territory, but there's going to be people that would do it, you know? Sure. And yeah, I think they totally would still be here. You know, they lose about 20 to 30% of their accounts every time they do it, but you know.
So that means that what I'm hearing you say then, it means that, you know, and you never said this exactly, but these drops and this stuff we're getting is still worth going after then.
Which one?
No,
I don't
just
know.
because the bots would go after it. If the bots were free fall, they'd still be here. They'd think Veve was still a great place to make money, and they'd still be like probably doing their exactly what they were doing before. And we,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't.
the floors
The
on stuff
problem.
would be higher. All the prices on everything would be higher.
The problem with the floors, right? I don't even know if the bots are the problem with the floors. The problem with the floors are, and there's probably a lot of problems. This is one of the big ones that I don't think gets talked about a lot, or maybe it does. I don't know. Is that January wasn't real? January was fake, and that's just my opinion. But a lot of those gems were stolen, and so what happened? So people were flipping. You know, it was in artificial inflation of the market, and so we're almost like correcting to where maybe it should be, and then once you get where you should be, then you can start climbing again. You know what I mean? Like you have to kind of settle. It's also just a very bad macroeconomic situation, and like it just is what it is, right? And people want to make money; they don't want to lose money, and I don't, I'm not sure, and then and then I start struggling with that thought. I'm like, okay, if you stole all those gems, why did you buy collectibles? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, then I go there, like, why would you steal millions of gems and then buy a bunch of collectibles? Because you can't cash out, right? So if you stole the money, wouldn't it be to cash out? Or is it like,
Yeah.
were they buying collectibles and then selling collectibles because there was transfers? I don't know. But I just think the thing with January is really hard because January was artificial, right? January was not what it should have been that quickly. It was too quick. It was too quick. It was too quick. If we could have got there naturally, it would have been so much healthier. And so now we're experiencing that correction because it was unnatural.
Yeah.
I think that's some of the biggest problem with comparing to all-time highs is that's my biggest problem with it. And so that's why I'm trying to exist in the market that we're in. Like I'm trying to be like, how can I do the best in the current market? In the current market, how can I do the best that I can do? And today that decision was don't mint Doc Ock, right? Yesterday that decision was definitely mint ASM 300. Like, it was like have my parents go for it, have my wife go for it, so you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just different, right? It's just different.
Sleeping doesn't think there's anything wrong with spandex.
Sleeping. If you wear spandex to decon, then I'll believe it. No.
Yeah, the interesting thing, I heard an argument. The reason I asked you that, and thanks for laying that out, because the reason I asked you that too is because there was an argument that I was listening to, and people were talking about, and it was about the bots that came and pushed everything up with all the gems and all of that, causing those massive all-time highs, and then like also attracting a lot of people to come to the app and get in on it. And more users and all that stuff that happened. And so there was like this conflicting argument, which was like the bots were really bad because they inflated everything to all-time highs, and people lost a lot of money who came in during that time and bought at big levels and all that stuff. But then there's another argument that says, well, actually because we had all these all-time highs and because stuff was going up so much, it brought a lot of people to the app. And so then the one argument is like, would we have a lot of people in the app that we have today without the bots, like this whole natural progression?
That's
like,
a great thought too.
Any of
That's
them
great.
Would we have gotten any, like this amount of people would stuff even be worth what it's worth today?
A great thought,
right?
dude.
So
That's
it's
amazing.
kind of conflicting kind of argument that people are sort of, but it really does, none of it really matters, like you said, because we just have to go with what we know in front of us and where we're at now. And exactly what you said, just play the market for how it is today and move forward, because any of the stuff we can think about in the past and debate about it all day long, but we just got to move forward.
Such great points. Like, what's better, bots or no bots? I think no one knows. I think that there is so many factors that I just don't know. And so I'm doing that. I'm just existing in the market that I am today. I'm existing here. And generally I kind of take a strategy. I'm trying to do a few things. I'm trying to always have some collectibles and comics in case that bull run slides out of nowhere and slaps me in the face, and that could change,
it's going to slap us all in the face, you think, one day.
It could, and it could just slap us in the face, right? And I'm also trying to always have a massive amount of liquidity because liquid is king. And I'm also working towards a cash out that I can like get some of my initial investment out so that I'm just like really secure. So like I'm kind of doing all three things to try to like really secure my position.
Yeah.
And then I'll go from there. And that's my best advice that I'm giving myself. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, for sure. Have a plan, I think, is what everybody should do. Whatever you want to do, have a plan. Sean W. Doc Ock is fire, lightning fire. Funny how most people trashing him aren't really fans of the character. He's an OG Spider-Man villain, must have in my book. Yeah, man, he is a great character for sure. And I think, you know, Dino and I were talking about it. I like the secret rare on this one more than the other ones, but the red one is kind of this mystery item. And Veve Arcade, all heroes and villains wear spandex.
Spandex.
I know, right? Tron, Santa Belly Dr. Rocco. Actually looks pretty cool up close. I have a physical toy, so under 13 gems is worth it. Yeah, you know, like he's so cheap right now too, though. That's the other thing, you know, right? Like if you did want to get him, there's no harm at all in getting him at all. I mean, you can get you can get the whole thing for under 200, right? Think about that. So, or you can go in the market and you can spend 150 and try to get the whole thing. And not in the market, sorry, in the store, right? So it's pretty weird, right? And there's the Spandex Forever right there, but yeah.
Spandex Forever. I'm going to go buy some tights right now.
I know, I should go get some, right? Yeah, we have the dad bod red edition. I love it. Yeah. Veve Arcade, you guys, for the real fan of this stuff, the red is so cool. Wait until we get more characters like this. The series will look cool altogether. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I don't know about. Like, is this, I mean, obviously this is going to happen all the time now. So, but like forever? Or is going to be like forever now on heroes as well? Like is this like, and we don't have, like, there's characters now that are missing out on this red thing. Like we got characters who don't, like Storm's not going to have it. Mr. Fantastic, he's not red. So is it just villains maybe? I think they need to give us a little bit more info, which I think they'll probably will over time. I don't know, right?
MC, it was fun hanging. I'm going to go take my wife to coffee and get some food.
Do it, dude.
Love you, brother. Have a blast. Chat. You guys are awesome. Have fun. You know, make fun decisions. Have fun. Have a blast. Don't spend all your bag on Doc Ock. Let's go.
Everybody, make sure you're over on Dino's channel. Are you going to be doing any streams later today or anything, or?
I don't know. I already posted a video today. I was talking about, I posted a video talking about crypto to gem. Cool. So that's already up on my channel. Yeah. So I just posted that today. If you want to talk about Doc Ock and watch me talk about Doc Ock in a humorous manner, there's a video on my channel about that. But
great acting job, you guys. You got to see it. Legendary.
Legend.
All right, man. We'll catch you later.
Bro.
Cheers. Thanks for coming by.
Heck yeah, bro. Always going to stop by. Later, bro.
Cheers. Oh my God. The legendary Dino's in the house, you guys. That was super fun. Yeah. Pavel, Daredevil or Spider-Man, Deadpool. Wow. That would be really cool. Happy birthday, Marvel, for sure, right? So Veve Arcade, expecting Octo to be a fit is just like Elon Musk having a six-pack. Yeah, he's not fit. He does not look good. Doc Ock looks bad in the comics too. He is not a good looking guy, but he's super rad, right? So Sean, exactly, bro. Can't wait to get the collection. People keep sleeping on it. Yeah, so this is the crazy part, right? Sleep in. How you doing? All red Doc and then all gold Iron Man would look cool. We need more metallic colors. Yeah, put them next to each other. That's an awesome point, Sleep in. That's really cool. We're going to see this collection develop over time, right? So yeah, think long-term. That's what we always try to do. Good advice, Doge Nation, for sure. Andrew MC, Flipper's mentality versus collector's mindset right there. Yeah, you got both right there. So this is the thing. Collectors can take advantage of that. This is what we always try to do. You know, flippers can take advantage too of the price to get a little boost. So, you know, like maybe try to get a win here and there, maybe get some gems. Collectors can snag stuff at cheap. So it's all part of the game, right? It's all fun. Spider-Man Metallic will be the one. Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. But like I said, Daredevil and, you know, Deadpool, but more villains too. Have you seen, like, if we go into the market right here, let's look at the comics really quick. Let's sort by title. And this is one right here. Check this out. Where is it? Amazing Spider-Man right here. Could you imagine this bad boy in metallic? Could you imagine that? The Red Goblin or just the Green Goblin or anybody else. Could you imagine that in metallic? There's so many possibilities. And it looks like we're going to get some of them in the future, right? So imagine orange metallic or black. Yeah, you get a whole metallic series. You know, the Funko Pops, they do all that whole metallic line. Remember, if you actually go, they have all the Marvel characters. They did them all the same, right? Red metallic Gangnam Style. There you go. The Silver Surfer, the all silver surfer. Yeah. If we could somehow get Silver Surfer in silver, you know, if we got him all like shiny chrome looking, like he's in my collection right here. There he is, right? There's the Silver Surfer. He already looks decently shiny, but if we had him in like ultra chromy, like glistening red, that'd be pretty cool too, right? Sean, sleeping. Yeah, I'm convinced people haven't looked at it in the app or AR. It looks great. Yeah, I haven't seen it there either. That's why I was asking how does it look in, you know, the app or in AR? I'm sure it looks really good, right? So Doge, Disney Gold Moment already had utility. Free Disney Plus subscriptions. Not sure if more utility will come. Yeah, I don't know. For the partners, though, that one might have something. I think it's going to, you know, I think they're going to give it something. I don't know what. I don't know how, but I think that's going to happen. You know, I mean, I did a video, actually, if you want to go back a few weeks, probably about a month ago now, I talked about what utility they could bring. And it's all in that video if you guys want to check it out. You know, like just ideas for like utility. You know, not that they're not to give Veve ideas, but just my thoughts on what could work, right? So, but we'll see, right? Matt Wood, they have all the plans for red metallics. I will get one after decon. Yeah, there's plans for it. We know that they're not going to drop it for no reason. That's for sure. If it's a one-off, I doubt that. So obviously it's a series, right? So, you know, you got number 286 at the floor. Nice Veve Arcade. Nicely done. A nice 3-digit. Pavel, how about getting a secret rare drop for Fantastic Four? All holders maybe would be very nice. Yeah, that would be super cool too, right? Like any of these like set drops, you know, we'll see, right? So what utility do you think they will give the partners? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, it could be stuff like, you know, discounts at the park, you know, like seriously, or like maybe there's something that happens at the park that you get access to, like some sort of exclusive like event that you could go to that only partners holders could get. You know, there's all sorts of possibilities they could do. We could do, you know, I mean, the speculation's big, but, you know, I do know that they're looking at it. I've heard this, you guys. I haven't heard it from like, you know, Veve themselves, but I keep hearing this from people who are kind of connected, but we'll see what happens. I don't own a partners, right? So I always want to get one, right? Maybe you get a Chiro. Is that what you're saying? Vader over Spider-Man is crazy. Yeah, Spider-Man, ultra rare, you know, that's a tough one. It's just because there's more of the Spider-Mans, right? So we'll see, right? Who's going to New York City Comic-Con? I'm not going, but yeah, who's going? That would be super fun, right? Oh, man, I'd love to go to that. Bots are terrible for Veve, makes their company look terrible and turns away real users. Yeah, potentially, right? The only thing is that the argument we were talking about, like I said, is that when everything was riding up and everything was getting swept and everything was selling out, I mean, there was a lot of people coming. They're like, they saw the prices, right? So it's an interesting kind of weird sort of thing that happened. But we'll move forward, right? So, Pero, do you guys think that when collectibles go away under retail, it will put new people off? Well, I think people have to learn that they don't have to go for the drop. That's all. And I think if new people go for every single drop, you know, then, you know, there's going to be times if they're looking to sell right away that, you know, like they're going to get burned. But the thing is, you guys, this whole thing, right? Just because something's under retail after the drop, it doesn't, in my opinion, mean it's a total disaster, because you got to think longer term on these things. If you want to be the original owner of something and you want to get it on the, you want to mint it, that is a thing. Being the original owner is like important to a lot of people, and getting one on the drop and being the only owner, like I'm the only owner of my Vader. I'm the only owner of my R2 and C3PO. You know, I'm the only owner of my ultra rare Boba Fett that I got on the drop. All those Star Wars, I'm keeping those. Like, I'm not going to sell those. And I'm not saying that that means they're going to be worth a whole lot more. I'm just saying because I'm the only owner, it's important to me as a collector. So, you know, you can mint stuff and even if it's under retail, right? Now, if you're strictly just like looking to pick stuff up for cheaper and you don't care about that kind of stuff, and maybe you go mint hunting, then under retail is fantastic for collectors. It's only people who are looking to make an instant profit that the under retail thing is really a problem for. It's not a problem for me if I'm sitting here for the next 5 years. I mean, Doc Ock's not going to be under retail for 5 years. Not in my opinion anyway. I don't think anyone would think that. So, you know, like it's really about when you're looking at it, right? And that's how I feel about it, right? Jake, Veve can only grow and improve without the bots. Yeah, I know. That's right. They can. They can. Now that we're at that stage that's gone past, but there are arguments, you know, where people have said, well, maybe the bots, you know, because of what happened, they brought a lot of people in during that big boost. And a lot of those people are still here, right? A lot of those people got burnt, you know, because of the prices. So, but a lot of those people are still here hoping for those highs again. So it's interesting. Bots screwed up the entire market. Take, for example, Ticketmaster. Bots try to buy all the tickets to the good concerts and then create a sold out concert. $60 seats are sold for 200. Yeah, it happens all the time on Ticketmaster. You try to get a seat for a concert, it's tough, right? Bots, they suck. Nobody likes the bots. But the thing about but what happened during that era, you know, is quite interesting, right? The bots suck all the liquidity out of collectors. It's true, they do. They do. They also drive the price up, and people can make a lot of money. That's what happened, right? It's really interesting, right? I am Netty. Because of the bots, I believe we will all go higher to surpass the previous prices. The bots made that history. And for that, I think it may be like Bitcoin. We're just not globally known yet. So that's the other thing, I am Netty. So that's an interesting question, right? And I like that point because one thing that's really interesting in this, in everything, you guys, is this notion of hope, right? We refer back to all-time highs, hoping that the stuff will get there again. And a lot of people think that that stuff will get to the all-time highs and surpass them naturally, you know, just like you're saying right here, right? And so that actually gives something like, that's why partners is still super valued, because it was 50K or whatever it was, right? I mean, that's why this stuff is like super high. It's because, like, you know, people know that it was at that level at one point. The partner stat, you guys, was 48,999. It was 49,000 gems at one point at its all-time high. So knowing that and seeing that, regardless of what condition made it to go that way, people feel it could get there again. And that hope is actually keeps a lot of people in the app. 100%, right? Crypto to NFTs will help. Yeah, for sure. It could set new floors. Exactly, right? Jake says, I believe the perceived presence of bots was causing a lot of newcomers to leave the app. Could be, it could be, but also a lot of people actually like stuck around who came during that time, right? So, you know, about January and stuff. Bots are a mixed bag, J May. They do signal there's profits and they create false demand, which drives up prices. However, the loyal base will eventually be frustrated and walk. Also, bot deter new users. It's true. That's why it's a good thing they got rid of them. You know, when they did, nobody wants them back, or nobody wants them here. That's for sure. The sneaker community, exactly, J May, is currently having this issue, and shoes that would sell out instantly last year is sitting. It's true, man. It's so true. People would scoop them up and then resell them in the bots. And like, yeah, we heard all about that. So this is a whole thing. It's not just Veve, right? But they got rid of them, right? So Dino, yeah, he's gone now. But you know, I could have asked this when he was here. But you can always go comment on one of his vids about it. The price history is there, and it will take off to be bigger. Yeah, exactly. Veve, problem with the app is that there's no utility, so there's no reason to hold. Just to make money, we will go higher, and that's the previous bull run, especially with the catalyst we have in place. Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll see what happens with these things, right? Like, I'm, as a collector, I'm happy to hold these and just have the value and just look at them and just play with them. You know, some people need like bigger utility for something to have value. For me as a collector, my graded 10 out of 10, sports card has no utility, right? But I still collect that, and it still has tons of value to people. That Mickey Mantle card that sold for like 12 million the other day has zero utility. There is no utility in that card, and yet it's going for millions. So there is just, not everything needs to have utility, right, for it to be great. But the partners is one, and the Disney stuff is one that I think that would really help bring in even more Disney people, for that. So, this is a new world. Utility kind of does work with NFTs. It's kind of the way that NFTs are going, it's more than just a collectible. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens, right? Big J78. With off-app gem sales at 50%, all the floors were fake. Now we need to wait until all those cheap gems are flushed from the market. Nobody has an advantage anymore. Yeah, it's really interesting, right? Because it's true. People are still working with those gems. It's true. People still who have like, a bunch of gems that got half price or whatever. There's still people who have lots of those gems, and they're still using them right now and going through. So it takes time. We're here for the long run, right? Veve Arcade, the previous pump was real. Sure, we had bots, but there's also people willing to buy. There's also wasn't as many items, so the gems concentrated in a certain items. We need new liquidity. Yeah, that's actually a decent point too. So it's always interesting when we have this perspective of the last pump being like the last all-time high being fake. It's not fake because it literally happened, but it was I think artificial in regards to like it being a natural thing with like, you know, real collectors with this thing exploded. They were obviously propped up. But you know, it did drive things to all-time highs and people made a lot of money. Regular people, not bot people. There's people who took advantage, especially OGs. OGs took advantage and they benefited big time from bots, a lot of people, right? And also lost as well. But you know, if you were here early, like really early, and you managed to stack up a whole ton of TODs, and then you managed to selling them at 8 or 9,000 gems a piece. The only thing about that argument that I always find funny is when somebody brags on Twitter or whatever about how they sold like, you know, their partners at 40,000 back in the day. And they're like, look at how smart I am. It's not like they sat on those gems and didn't spend them because you couldn't cash them out, right? Maybe they cashed them out for half price off app, but a lot of those people took those gems and went, you know, eventually back into the market and bought more stuff with them. And then those items went down in value. So, you know, anybody who says they sold, you know, Secret Rare Spider-Man at 50,000 back in like, you know, January, it's highly unlikely that that person has the same 50,000 gems still sitting in their wallet today, waiting to buy. But man, that would take a lot of intestinal fortitude. That would take a lot of guts to hold on to that over that whole time. So, you know, when you're selling at all-time highs back then, you're also buying things at all-time highs right after, right? So it's this whole, you know, this whole notion, I sold Spider-Man at 50,000, you know, and everybody else, you should have sold it. It's like, well, did you just hold those 50,000 since then? Have you just held them since the whole time? You haven't bought a single thing that's went down since then? You didn't turn around and buy like, I don't know, a comic book secret rare that went down by 100%? Like, it's weird, right? It's just a weird thing, right? So bots will always exist. Yeah, we just have to be ready for the run. Exactly, VB Arcade. Getsy, you always got to be nimble with the market. Make sure you can adapt in ever-changing conditions. And remember, rule number 1, never FOMO. I don't know, Getsy. FOMOing is fun sometimes. You got to be smart, but there was some FOMO going on with that comic book yesterday. That is for sure, right? Jake, I think AR being the main utility will become a problem in the future. Companies like Instagram will create AR that will allow you to take a picture and videos with dinosaurs and other things we've seen. Well, hopefully it gets integrated into those systems as an NFT, right? That's the hope. You take your AR, you know, your ability here, and you can maybe move it into another area and have it like all integrated into the metaverse. But remember, Veve's creating these things, right? And so, you know, if we have that functionality here in like a Veve verse, we're not going to need to do those other things, right? Because if this is where you can do your Marvel stuff, then that's fine by me, right? I don't need to take it all out on every other platform. It's all good. But you know, it would be cool to share it like in a really cool way. I am Lilac. I cashed out my original investment, currently keeping 30% liquid and 70% collectibles. There you go, man. Very nicely done. Jared, it's not like there are 30 to or 50K editions, only 7K uncommon. Yeah, it's a very small one. This is the you know, are you talking about, which one are you talking about specifically? Are you talking about the 7,000 uncommon is the is this one right here, right? This is what you're talking about? Yeah, there's only 7,000 of them, you guys. You know, it's all good. You know, it's low in terms of like numbers, right? They're listening to us. They're not giving us hordes of like editions, and they're not selling it to us for over 100, right? So it's true. Gary, most of us look closer to Doc Ock than any other superhero. Oh, that's a good point. We can relate to Doc Ock. He's got the dad bod. That's the truth. Oh, Gary, when I joined Veve, rare comics were 60 to 70 gems, and I FOMO'd into the rare comics at 60. When I talk about 30 gems at MCP, today the same comics are 6 to 12. Totally got screwed. Yeah, it's, you know, that's what happened with a lot of us, right? A lot of the same thing happened with all of us. The only thing I ever say to that is you're only screwed if you sell, right? So no matter what your price is that you bought something at, you only lose when you sell it. So if you just hold those, you know, over time, hopefully they'll be back where they were and higher, right? That's the point. But if you sell and liquidate now, then you lose, right? So I have stuff that I have that like I bought my, I mean, you want to see my biggest? I'll show you my biggest, you guys. This is my biggest downfall that I got. This is the worst one I got in terms of like, you know, this is my, and it's Doc Ock, you guys. This is my secret rare. I'll show it to you right here. Hold on one sec. Let me pop it up. This is my secret rare Spider-Man number 3 that I bought. Look at the price, $539 right now. Look at how much I paid, $1,300. Now that's not crazy compared to a few other people's. Like, you know, we've seen some Steamboat Willies and we've seen some stuff, but that is like an 800 almost gem loss on this beautiful comic right here. And it's a Doc Ock, right? And I was happy to get that at 1,300. Now, what do? Do I turn around and sell this right now and take that 800 loss? No, I'm just going to sit on it. Like, I'm not selling it. I only lose when I sell, you guys. If I sold this right now, I would lose that 800, but I haven't lost it yet because I haven't sold it. So this is kind of how you have to think. If you have stuff that's big, now you can try to take the loss, take those gems, go back in and gain on something again. That you could try to do as well, right? You know, but that's going to be tough. You know, that's going to be tough to do in this market. So I'm just going to hold this stuff as long as I want. And I'm good. Look, I paid $1,300 for it. I know we all have those kind of stories, right? But that's how I look at things, right? So you learned my lesson after your phone mode into R2 at 4K. Yeah, Getsy, but only if you sell, right? But yeah, R2 went up to like 10K, didn't he? Like, didn't he go up to like 10K? So that's big. Like R2's all-time high. And I like to look at the all-time highs because it's lots of fun. But I can look at it on my little Vault Value app super easily, right? If we go to the market here and I go, oh, actually, I don't even have to go to the market. I can just, you guys can't see it, but R2 all-time high was 9,634. Okay, that was 9,600 was R2's all-time high. So if you got in at 4K, you could have sold at 8K. Or did you get in at 4K when it was coming back? I've done that too, right? I've done that with Superman. I bought Superman, you guys, at 5,000. All right. So I know what I'm talking about. We've all had our things, right? So Mohammed, I think I was meant to be a golden Ock, but someone accidentally used the wrong color. Yeah, maybe. A green metal goblin on St. Pat's Day would be fun. Yeah, no doubt, right? Doc Ock is a scientist, so I'd rather have him spending his time making science than working out. Exactly. Yeah, the Green Goblin. That would be fun. I know, right? Doc Ock is superior. Spider-Man is awesome. Exactly. Watch and pray. How you doing, MC? What does Chrome better, Marvel's Ock versus DC Superman? Edge to Superman. Which one looks better? Yeah, I think the Superman Chrome looks really fantastic. I think Superman's always looked great, right? Double Quill. In my opinion, the best utility for partners is being able to click it and hear a recording of the Disney speech of the dedication. That would be pretty cool for sure. That would be pretty cool. I don't think you can hear that now, right? No. So you're going, Getsy's going to New York City. Oh, let's go. Let's absolutely go. There we go, guys. Get into it. Have some fun there. They're going to be at the Marvel booth. It's going to be crazy, right? Send a free NFT. That'll be your first time to a Comic-Con. Dude, you are going to have the best time you've ever had. If you go there, you know, expecting crowds, expecting to be a little uncomfortable, but expecting also to see some crazy stuff, man, it is going to be super fun. I've been to a few big Comic-Cons. They're great. You know, try to like, you know, dress up a bit. That's also fun. People do cosplay. Go there with some cool shirts or something, or like wear a funny hat. Take pictures, have a good time, and look for the exclusives, you guys. It's going to be great. PlanetVampire.com. Ticketmaster is a great example. In the mid to late 90s, they had some tickets reserved for people who showed up to a physical locations to buy them. Veve will also have location present exclusives. Yeah, they're doing that with the Decon, it looks like, right? That Decon drop. So exactly true, man. Exactly true. Think about Omi when it's 10 times and you can use the Omi to buy gems or NFTs. It'll be a similar situation what we have with inflated gems. Yeah, it's wild, right? It's going to be fun. You guys are all going, I wish I could go there. You'll have to post some photos, right? Getsky, I got in before the pump. However, I'm holding R2 for the long term, so I'm not too upset about it. Yeah, this is the same thing with me, you guys. Like I said, I showed this comic for a reason. This is my current biggest loss right now that I have is, 1,300 to 500, which is not like thousands and thousands. So I'm okay with holding on to it, of course. But like I said, you only lose when you sell, right? Okay. And if you don't need the money, by the way, this comic right here, just so you know, my Fantastic Four. So I bought it at 1790. 1415 is sitting at right now, right? But this went down to 1100, almost went under 1,000. If I would have sold then I would have lost that whole 700. So it's like I said, you guys, all you got to do is just hold on to your stuff unless you need the money. But, don't liquefy it if you don't have to. Just wait. It's all good. Just leave it in your vault. Unless you need it to go flipping into something else, but then you take the loss, and you only take the loss when you sell. It's like anything, right? It's like anything. Well, guys, I am going to wrap it up here. This was super fun. Again, thanks for coming by. The reward winners of the comic books, make sure you're on the Discord. I'm going to post the image of who won, and then, we'll get your addresses and send them out. And of course, congrats to Mario for winning that t-shirt. Head over to Only Millionaire there and check out his Twitter space, his Twitter and everything like that, and his shirts. He just wanted to give something away to you guys. So that's super great too. And then, like I said, I will see you guys in the next video. Have fun with Decon coming up. Enjoy yourself, you guys. This is what it's all about. See the positive stuff that we have going on. Don't focus too much on the negative. Just look at what you can do to get ahead. And if you have stuff, like I said, that's gone down in value a lot, unless you have actual real world money issues, there's no pressure to sell anything. You can just keep it and hold on to it and wait for it to go back up in value over time, and just be patient. That's what I would recommend. But you're just going to do what you're going to do. So it's all good, right? Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, everybody. Have a great day. All right. Take care. Bye. Thanks so much.